Hello everyone, this is the agenda, and today we're going to be talking about the upcoming Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer and the elephant in the room when it comes to multiplayer. And yes, there's an elephant in the room that no one is really talking about and that no one is really addressing. And for me, it weighs on my mind, this elephant in the room. So let's talk about the multiplayer and what's coming to multiplayer. Some of the things that they're bringing back, that Sledgehammer is in charge of this new Call of Duty. Some of the things that they're actually bringing back that they were lacking in Modern Warfare 2022 is they're bringing back 150 health. That is a great, fantastic thing. I love playing with a little bit of extra health, so it gives me a good battle and a good firefight against the opposing player, against the opposing team. They're bringing back a normal, traditional mini map. This is something that has been controversial, so controversial for the last few years, ever since with Call of Duty 2019 Modern Warfare. It was just kind of like, why would you take away something that we all love so much in terms of a traditional mini map? No one really asked to take it away. No one said, hey, we don't want to see where the opposing player is shooting from on the other map. We like seeing those things. We want to see those things. And then with the Vanguard, they decided to say, oh, we'll give it back to you, but it's at a price. You'll get it back as a perk. And again, they just, with Activision and some of the developers, they just feel the need to reinvent the wheel. And I think it's just because they're running out of ideas. So, but nonetheless, they are bringing back a traditional mini map, and I'm actually really looking forward to that. They're going to have a new creator class, and more than anything else, with Modern Warfare 3, they're bringing back 16 classic maps. And I think that's a really good thing. I think they waited a little too long to do this. And again, this for me isn't the elephant in the room. But it is kind of like a little bit of an elephant in the room, is the fact that you're bringing back 16 classic maps, but they're all from Modern Warfare 2. And this game is supposed to be a Modern Warfare 3, but you're using Modern Warfare 2 classic maps. I see what you're doing there, Activision. It's a good way to get players to come back and spend their money and so on and so forth. But for me, the major elephant in the room with the new Modern Warfare 3 is not so much that, yeah, they're bringing back a lot of good things, specifically the minimap. Also, they're bringing back Dead Silence as a perk, which is what we really, really, really like and love, is to have it as a perk and not a field upgrade. Infinity Ward. But for me, the biggest elephant in the room that's not being mentioned, whether if it's going to be in the new Call of Duty game Modern Warfare 3, is skill-based matchmaking. And I'm just going to get it out of the way that skill-based matchmaking, more than most likely, is going to be a part of this game. And at the end of the video, I'm going to reveal whether or not if I'm going to be interested in playing the new MW3. Before I get into the skill-based matchmaking, I do believe this year's MW3 is going to be an improvement from Modern Warfare 2 2022. It will be a big upgrade. I think it will play better. That, it will play more like, maybe somewhat like an old school traditional COD. Will it have that vibe of golden era COD? That remains to be seen. We have to wait and see how that plays out. But as of right now, we don't know. Again, we're all just going to have to wait and anticipate to see how this new COD MW3 2023 plays and how it rolls out. But getting back to the topic at hand, for me, the biggest issue is the skill-based matchmaking. And I have to say, myself, and I would imagine the majority of other players, we do not like skill-based matchmaking. We are not interested in skill-based matchmaking. It's not really fun. It's not enjoyable. And basically, skill-based matchmaking has been in Call of Duty multiplayer since 2007. And it was lighter in the earlier COD games where it didn't feel as aggressive. But as the years gone on, Activision has decided to pump up the volume of skill-based matchmaking, deciding what kind of game experience you'll have. And for me, it's not very enjoyable, the game experience, that how strong the skill-based matchmaking is. But just to get into what skill-based matchmaking is, skill-based matchmaking is basically an algorithm that tracks your stats, sees what kind of player you are, and they put you kind of in like a hidden rank while they've gathered all the information about you, and then they put you in lobbies with other players that play like you. And basically what they do with the algorithm is they take in consideration how long you play the game for, your play time. They take in things consideration as your score per minute, and then they take things into consideration as your KD, your kill death ratio. And when they compile all that information, they basically say, we're going to put you in lobbies with other players that play exactly like you, that play your style. And that's not a casual style of play, because I'll be honest, I am one of those guys that when you play in a lobby, you kind of like get super frustrated with. I consider myself a high IQ player when it comes to COD. I would never say I'm a grandmaster, but I am one of those individuals that I make life very difficult for the opposing players on the other team, where they start to kind of like yell and say derogatory things about my name at the end of the match. So I know what it's like to play a person like me. The issue for that is that when you play round after round, and now you're getting thrown into lobbies, and let's say you're a player like myself, you're getting thrown into lobbies with players that play like you, it becomes super sweaty, it becomes super competitive, and you're almost kind of like not having fun. It's just not a casual style of play, and I'm not interested in playing that kind of style of play. I do like more of a casual style of play. I don't want to sweat it out every round. And then also, the algorithm isn't perfect when it comes to skill-based matchmaking that Activision has put in. The problem with the algorithm is that occasionally they'll put you in lobbies because they're always trying to find someone to match you up with, and it's not always perfect. Sometimes they'll put you in lobbies where you're playing against teams where it's lower tier, and you can have a fantastic game. You rock it out, you go 30-8, so on and so forth. And then sometimes they throw you in lobbies where everyone on the opposing team are players who play like you of higher skill level, and then you'll be in a weaker lobby where it's probably yourself, one other player who plays as good as you do, and then the other 4 players are individuals who are weaker players. And then you just have a horrific game. And just to be honest, and speaking honestly, my last couple games I've been playing on Black Ops Cold War, because that is the COD that I currently play now. I have games where I do terrific and I'm having a good time, and I have other games where everyone on my team has a negative kill death ratio, including myself, and it's because of skill-based matchmaking. And I feel it even stronger, even more so now in Black Ops Cold War than I have in previous years. It's not a fun time. And also with skill-based matchmaking, they've introduced breaking up lobbies, and to get thrown out of a lobby, they try to rematch and repair you up with players who play like you. It takes away the golden era of age of COD, where you can make friends. You can make a friend in a lobby. Next lobby, you're still in the same lobby with this individual. You play 3-4 rounds, and next thing you know, you're like, hey, you're a good player. I like playing with you. We have good conversations. We have similar senses of humor. We have similar styles of play. Let's become friends. And I made some fantastic friendships playing, those old school CODs where the skill-based matchmaking wasn't that hard and they didn't break up the lobbies. Or sometimes you met that one enemy that was just that was that one guy you go, I'm going to stay in this lobby even if I beat you or you beat me. I'm going to stay here for a while. And sometimes that made you a better player. And let's face it was just a rivalry. You just kind of wanted to, get the other guy really upset. So this is with the history of skill-based matchmaking that's going on with Call of Duty, between the algorithm tracking your stats, between being put into lobbies with other players who play like you, And sometimes you're just thrown in lobbies where you're just decimated. You know, you're just decimated. You're playing against guys who play like you, but it's 6 guys on the opposing team who play like you, and now you have to try to survive. And that is the one thing with the new Modern Warfare 3 2023 that they're not mentioning, that they're not alluding to. We still have a ways away to go till COD next, and that's when they're going to really reveal everything with the upcoming COD, and they're really going to reveal everything in terms of multiplayer. And who knows, you know, with xdefiant getting ready to come out, they may, because xdefiant has a casual and a ranked mode, and I'll get into that in a second. They may say this is new competition for us, and we're gonna have to follow suit. So what can we do? And they may install a casual and a rank style system in this new MW3, or they may lower the skill-based matchmaking. I don't even know if they can really do that. But with the new xdefiant coming out, that it can kind of be challenging for MW3 as competition. Will players more gear towards playing a new game that has casual and ranked mode, or will they stay with what they know is Call of Duty? Because let's face it, individuals, consumers, buyers, players, they stick with what they know, what they feel familiar with, even if it's kind of bad for you. So that's going to be the interesting thing that I'm really looking forward to. Is skill-based matchmaking going to be MW3? Because they're really trying to rectify some of the missteps and issues from Modern Warfare 2 2022, which is Sledgehammer. They're more in charge of this year's COD, and they're trying to make you feel again what it felt like to play older CODs. I do suspect this COD could possibly be fun, but what will always ruin it for me will be skill-based matchmaking. I don't like skill-based matchmaking. It's not fun to me. It's not enjoyable. It's not a great experience. And with xdefiant getting ready to come out here supposedly in October, the middle of October, the rumors going October 17th, is that they have already confirmed that they will have ranked play, where ranked play will work just like skill-based matching. If you want to play with players of your skill level, you want to be a little bit challenged, you want to be a little sweaty, and you want a towel around your neck to wipe off, you can play ranked. And then they're also going to have casual. And with casual play, there will be no skill-based matchmaking in casual play. It's just going to be randomized. You get thrown around. It doesn't matter which lobby you wind up in with who of what skill level. You just play. And I love that. That sounds fantastic. I love the idea of playing more of a casual style. And they haven't really said or confirmed it yet. But the fact that remains is, will lobbies be broken up? And for me, that's a big thing, that if xdefiant comes out and they say, hey guys, with our casual play, you stay in lobby, and it's up to you if you want to leave this lobby or stay in the lobby. And that's a great selling point for me in regards to that. And that will really decide how I would feel about xdefiant. But this isn't really so much about xdefiant. This is more about MW3, the upcoming MW3. And the question is, will I play it? Will I buy it? Will I purchase it? As of right now, I will hold off on not purchasing MW3. That is my honest opinion. I will hold off from purchasing it. I will hold off from buying it. I have bought, Call of Duty games in the past that I was not pleased about. And I honestly felt as if I could have used better use of my money. Playing MW 2019, spending the $70, it wasn't a good investment. It was a game that I played for 3 months and I was done with it. I was just done. I'm not going to go into everything that was about that game that I didn't like, but the major sticking point was skill-based matchmaking. That's when skill-based matchmaking really became apparent. And I didn't play MW2 2022 because everything that I had experienced from COD 2019, I suspected was going to be in COD 2022, MW2, and it turned out that it was true. And I was thankful that I didn't buy the game. I relied heavily on individuals like Blame Truth. I relied heavily on individuals like Thunder and Nero Cinema to really guide me to decide if I was going to buy that game or not. And based on everything they said in my own research and watching gameplay, I was thankful that I didn't buy it. As far as MW3 goes, I would be saying I wouldn't be honest or truthful if I said that I wasn't slightly piqued, slightly interested. There's a possibility that I would buy or play a game like this. but I've kind of like learned my lesson as the years have gone on when it comes to buying COD games, and I am going to watch optimistically from the sidelines. We'll see what is said about it, what is revealed, but I'm going to hold off. I will say that I am looking forward to xDefiant. I'm looking forward to what xDefiant has to bring to the table. I'm very interested in the idea of casual play. I'm very interested in the idea of ranked play. And we can all only hope and pray that Call of Duty eventually follows suit with that style of implementing that style of gameplay. Let us have an option. Let us decide if that's how we want to play. Do we want to sweat, or do we want to just relax and enjoy coming from a hard day from work, school, so on and so forth? So yeah, that's just my final opinion. The elephant in the room is the skill-based matchmaking. We're just gonna wait and see if MW3 is gonna announce if they're gonna have skill-based matchmaking. I will keep you guys up to date. I will inform you if they have skill-based matchmaking or not, and we just have to wait and see. So guys, it was a pleasure. Thank you for watching the video. If you want, please comment. Do you like skill-based matchmaking? Do you not like skill-based matchmaking? It doesn't matter to you. Please let me know in the comments. And if you're an OG COD player, let us know what made OG COD so special for you, and why you enjoyed it, and why you like it, and what is the difference between COD today and what is the difference between COD from yesteryear. Guys, thank you so much. I hope you have a great day and a better tomorrow. Take care.